That's feudalism.
I'm talking about Ferguson. It was Obama that put out the call for the National Guard, man. And if shit got too dicey, so to speak, they had orders to kill him, right?
That's feudalism.
They're gonna have a situation where Jake is gonna go off, and they're gonna give the order to open up one. There ain't gonna be no more one black guy got shot by a cop or got beat up by 12 cops. There's gonna be a thing where you're gonna have riot police bring out their whether it's 9mm service 9s, whatever, Beretts, right? They had an order in it for them to get Beretts, and they're gonna say, go ahead. As soon as the top guy gets the order, they're gonna go ahead and do it. So there's a killing.
You know they ordered, I think, 30,000 bayonets to put on guns.
Yeah. Why
they need bayonets?
To save guns.
Yeah, save bullets. Yeah,
that's scripture in the Apocrypha. Virgins shall
that was in the bayonet. That was in Glory. They said that in Glory.
Having no husbands before they shall die.
A bunch of wars. Bad bayonets killing people.
That's in the second Ezra. I think 15 or 16.
Yeah, gun. That's a lot of these Negroes and Latinos are gonna die in the groves, man. And they shot a white boy the other day. The cops, I forgot what they shot a white boy. Now they're killing crackers, but he might have been a Jake. Maybe that's why
they killing crackers too, but they don't put it in the news.
They don't put it in the news.
They kill crackers just like they killed Jake.
Yep.
But if a cracker gets killed, they don't put it. They leave it out in the news.
Yeah. These cops, because you know what it is now, people are saying the cops got a green, not green light, the cops are out of control.
Right.
The police have a green light. They got that order. The orders came down. The reason the police are killing niggas, because they got that order. The orders came down through the powers that be. They just doing what they got to do because it's going to lead into...
Anybody that's a part of the military... Yeah. A military is you trained to listen to your commanding officer.
That's right. That's right.
You're not trained to deal with reason and think. If they give the order, you do it, man.
Yeah. But pretty soon, the police is going to become obsolete. These regular police, they already militarizing the police all throughout the country.
That's right.
The ones that's going to go with the program, they're going to be set up into that militarized state. But some of them cops are going to buck up. Because they're going to say, look, you got orders to go kill, do this, put these people in. Some of them cops are going to say, nah, man, we ain't doing that shit. Guess what? They're going to kill them.
I'm leaving here around.
Or they're going to rebel. There's already insurrections within the police force. Yep. Listen, let me tell you something. Back in the 90s, me and Apostle Tahal was driving up 125th Street. This is back when we were still with One West. And we ran into this black cop, this Jake cop.
See you later, buddy.
And that was around the time when there was tensions going on when they were kicking all the vendors off 125th. That time we ran into that Jake cop was back in the 90s, man. Mid-90s. And then Apostle Tahal and myself, we started prophesying to the brother because he was kind of cool. We said, look, Apostle Tahal said, look, brother, this, that, and the other, the police, he was talking to him. And he said, look, man, that cops, he said, there's going to be splits in the police force. The black cops going to be fighting the white cops. You know what he told us? He said, look, stop. Let me tell y'all something. He said, this is like 94. He said, there's already major splits in the police force. That cop that told me and you that, back when we was driving up, we was working with mobile around the taps. And he told us, this is 94. Okay? So that's been going on back then. So them Jakes that's up in the police force, the white man got plans for them too, and the Latinos.
That's right.
Okay? He got plans for them too, man. The ones that's gonna go with that program, but some of them Jakes gonna say, nah, we ain't with that, man. I got family out here. I'm not gonna do that. They're gonna kill them. And you're gonna be forced, you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to take that chip. Because they're gonna make it with them sidearms. They can only be activated by having the chip. They already got that shit. I was watching some shit about that on YouTube, man. Your sidearm is only, you ain't gonna be able to...
It's gonna be a matter of them switching the guns over.
That's right.
As soon as they do it, because the average cop don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta have the chip. So you're gonna take the chip or you gonna do what? Nate, that nigga already probably got the chip, man.
And you know what? Nate knows that the market is the chip. Nate knows that the market is the chip. He's paid to teach us.
Talked about that a couple years ago. Yeah.
General Yohana, he knows that the market of beast is the chip. They're just paid to teach otherwise.
Yeah. Hey, you want to bring out that scripture?
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, if you go up a little further, it's a little meat in there, I think. Yeah, well, you're going to start a couple of verses up and get to the point. Yeah. Second, there's a lot of meat in there, man.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 28.
Read the whole chapter.
For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves.
See, you see? These cities, look, man, everything, when this thing really pops off, first of all, the cities are going to be shut down.
Groves represent a forest. They're going to go up into the mountains.
To the mountains.
And up into the hills and so forth.
They're going to leave the cities. Because the cities are going to be locked down, man.
It tells you in the 15th chapter, if you go 15 and I believe it's around 51, it says they're going to go up into the mountains, they're going to die of starvation.
Yeah,
and they're going to eat their dead ones.
Hey, man.
So cannibalism is coming back.
Oh, man, we've been saying that for 30 years. We've been saying that back in 1 West when we was teaching that. We was teaching that back in 1 West. The Israelites. People left, right? People still laugh now, but they can't conceive that concept.
And you know what mind frame you got to be in? If your mother can't get it, forget about it. She won't have to die. If your woman can't get it, forget about it.
That's
she
right.
Won't have to die.
That's right. Get another woman.
Your actual brothers and your sisters, forget about them. You know?
That's right.
Those of you brothers that don't have a woman, you shouldn't really seek for one. Wait till the kingdom, man. These women are all
women are a headache.
Yeah, they're all bugged out, man.
And they're gonna really bug out when the shit hit the fan. They're gonna really bug out.
She shall lament for the teats.
You can travel faster when you're alone. And besides, be a soldier. The word soldier means that's right. The word soldier means solitude.
But don't get us wrong.
Yeah, you can have a woman, man.
The scriptures say, Paul said to the jail guard, he said, you and your family in your house shall be saved.
Yeah. Right.
So you're going to have family, so the Most High is going to provide for you, man.
Yeah.
If you got a woman that's an unbeliever, and she bugs out, you're just going to have to forget about it, man.
Oh, well,
I was saying to the brothers I was saying to the brothers that don't have a woman.
Yeah.
Like the Apostle Paul said, if thou art loose from a wife, seek not a wife.
Yeah.
The word wife meaning woman. So if you don't have a woman, you're at that state where you don't have a woman, don't even seek for one. Because your woman really should be this knowledge, should be this truth. Because like Apostle Elatar said, they're a fucking headache.
They're a headache.
All right, they're a headache.
If you got one, if you got 5, you got brothers that got 5 wives.
Yeah.
Making videos.
That's wicked, man.
And the Most High ain't dealing with that guy. Ain't no way in hell I can deal with one fucking one.
Yeah, that's wicked, man. Well,
and that dude, what's his name, that killed
That's wicked. That's wicked, man.
And the dude that killed the little baby, the boy.
The one I did the show on.
He had like
what was his name? Peter
Moses. He had like 4 or 5 wives.
He was going out.
But the dude wasn't going out. He probably, I don't know if he saw us or saw some other.
Yeah.
And he set up his own thing. A lot of them guys are doing it. They're setting up their own thing.
Yeah.
Doing their own fucking thing.
He was on the internet. He wasn't going out speaking.
Right.
How many of y'all saw that video I did, Daily Devotion? Any of y'all saw that? No, that's what Apostle I was talking about. I did a video on that nigga. He was wicked, man. Nobody told him to go and do that. If he had one old lady, that's deal with the scripture. Paul said that. If you desire the office of a bishop, be the husband of one wife. If you do got a woman, then just deal with that one chick. The apostles is telling you, man, she's a headache just dealing with that one woman. You're going to get 5 women and have them in the salaki, have them in the house trying to teach. And don't teach them the truth.
It's a waste of time.
Don't be doing that, man. Don't be doing that. Just deal with her as a woman.
As a woman.
If she smokes cigarettes, Newport 100s. Let her smoke them Newport 100s. If she smoke weed, let her smoke her weed.
That's right.
If she eat pork.
A lot of them fucking women that you deal with in the world, they'll eat pork.
Yeah.
And they'll offer you pork. You tell them you don't eat pork.
Yeah.
You still with her for 3 years. She's still going to say, you want some pork?
Yeah.
I cooked it right.
Well, they're wicked.
This thing is not for women.
So don't teach them. Don't teach them. I've told you brothers that.
And we found out why Nate opens the door for women so the men could have wives, man.
That's right. But brothers, and we said this.
You know they expose them, man. They them guys in IUIC. They're raping women.
See? We're the rapists. We're the rapists.
Beating women up.
But no, we're the woman beating rapists.
Nate's people is a fucking cult, man. That's that's the black Jim Jones. What do you mean funny? He's already revealed, man.
If I may say this, he opened the door for women too, because you know, like a club, one of their ploys is to bring in the woman.
Yeah.
Like the club, they'll have like the first 500 ladies are free. Now why do they do that?
Until 12.
Is it because they love ladies so much? No. They love that money. They know when the women come in, that's going to bring in the men.
Yeah.
All right, so that's why Nate does it. He brings in the women because he knows by bringing in the women, you bring in the men.
Well, it's a club.
You know, the average simple-minded nigga will follow right after a woman like sheep. Yeah. You know?
Well, the church.
Yeah.
And the Jehovah's Witness, all of them, they do the same thing.
That's right.
My mother's a Jehovah's Witness, and they get them women that they call it field service. The Jehovah's Witness, always some pretty women.
They get the finest women,
and they knocking on your door in the morning time, Saturday morning. You open your goddamn door, you be, who the fuck is that? But then when you open the door, you see two cute, Ephraimite women with the comic books.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right.
You gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're about to curse them out or about to grab them and throw them, and you go like, you see two pretty, then you back up. Say, okay, maybe I might get the phone number. and then they'll tell you, oh no, you have to join the Jehovah's Witness, and we have to be married in order for. That's the gimmick. They tell you that. Yeah, in the so-called Jehovah's Witness, they tell you got to marry me first before we can have sex.
No, he's not lying. Y'all laughing.
That's what they tell you.
Y'all laughing, but that's true. And I just told y'all.
Right.
I grew up in that fucking religion. Yeah. My mother was one, and I watched her operate the shit.
Hey, Johanna Bud's wife, first wife.
Yeah.
She was in the Jehovah's
my stepfather.
That's why they broke up.
Kenneth. I watched my mother operate. I watched her use that witchcraft on my stepfather. This Benjamin dude she met, when she met him, he was this is the 80s. You know, it's back when I was a kid, and men were a little rougher back in the 80s. He had a beard, he had a full beard. He kind of looked like a rough Teddy Pendergrass. And then he got with my mother, and shit, she got with the dude, and she wasn't supposed to get with him. And another thing about them religions, the Jehovah's Witness, the women in there are only supposed to deal with the men in the church. You ain't supposed to go outside and deal with some dude outside.
Well, that's why Nate wants all them women.
Yeah. See, but anyways, if they do deal with a dude on the outside, talking about the Jehovah's.
When they had the Passover down in Florida, right? They took all the women, they put them up front, the single women.
Yep.
And there's some brothers, those are your women. Grab them up, do this and do that.
Yep. Which, well, in reality, there's nothing wrong with that. Because the Benjamites did it when, you get the women are spoiled. But what they do, they use women are used to snag men. Jehovah's Witnesses, everyone see, they will use the women in that church. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know about y'all been to church and shit. The Jehovah's Witnesses got the finest women. They got the finest women. I'm telling you the truth from experience. They got the finest women. And they send them out there knocking on doors as soul catchers, man.
Oh, that's Ezekiel. Bring that out. Ezekiel,
get it.
The 13th chapter.
Because she knock on the door, you open the door, you see two fine-ass women up there. You ready to curse them out. You going, okay, well, how you doing? You know, they talking to you and shit. Then you, can I come have a Bible study with you every week? And then she come and having a Bible study with you. Lord, why don't you come to the Kingdom Hall? Then the guy comes to the Kingdom Hall and shit. And you got a beard on your face. Well, look, like my mother did to my stuff. Well, look, you got to shave that beard. And then the homeboy said,
the scripture say you got to grow a beard now?
Yeah. She told him, you got to shave that beard. He said, wait a minute, why I got to shave my, he's a Benjamite. I'm shaving my fucking beard.
That's the power of the pussy, man.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, a big, strong black man, he's sitting there watching the comic book with a bunch of old crackers.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be the 144,000.
That's witchcraft.
In Jehovah's Wickedness. And here's a big, strong black man sitting there watching that shit.
Reading the shit.
And that's the power of the pussy.
And he's going to shave his beard. Well, that's the power of the pussy, and that's that witchcraft. Set up by because the Jehovah's Witnesses are Masons. Yeah. Okay? And then the dude, my stepfather, his reply at first was, look, I'm not shaving my fucking, he said, fucking beard. Jesus had a beard. Now, he never seen Jesus, right? He's like, what about a Jesus?
Well, wait a minute. In those fucking comic books they have, they show so-called Jesus. He got the beard.
Yeah, he got a beard.
But he's a white
Moses or the crackers, they all got
all
beards.
you brothers out there that think the Most High is dealing with women, you out your fucking mind.
We ain't dealing with them, man.
The Most High is dealing with women as far as, give me Acts the 2nd chapter, or Joel the 2nd chapter, you can read both of them and say the same thing. The only way the Most High deals with a woman is through visions, like dreams and stuff like that, all right?
Yeah.
And they'll tell you things to come. But normally they don't know how to break it down. They'll tell the husband, I had a dream about that, and you in the truth, it's for you. But the Most High brought it through the woman.
Okay? Spiritual, man. Your mother ain't spiritual. Your grandmother ain't spiritual. Old grandma.
She's spiritual that she's a conduit of the Most High, of the Spirit of the Most High, coming to you to give the message to you.
Drink, man.
Yeah, you break it down. They don't know what it means.
Which one you want to get Joel first?
All right, Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Now, Nate and these other guys will run with that. They'll run. See, the women, that's why Nate set up a women's class. He set up a goddamn women's class. Him and Barack Shaw, woman, who Barack Shaw is no longer with him, and let them teach him. It was a shambles, man. The shit was a shambles. He told me and that brother right back there, yeah, I set up a women's class, and it was one day, and I stopped it. You should have never did it, man.
Well, I show you that he went off, man.
Yeah.
That class didn't last one fucking day, man.
It was a complete menace, man. He told me that out of his own mouth.
Get the one in Job.
You see? That means, like Apostle Tahar said, pour his spirit, they're going to have dreams. You got brothers here that their wives have had...
Get the one in Job, brother. Get the one I'm reading, brother. I'm just messing around.
Yeah,
Sometimes we got to do that.
Yeah.
Like Ariel, right? You be teaching, and they'll just come in, and then if you keep talking, did you get that scripture, brother? Did you get that scripture, brother?
Back when Ariel was in his right mind.
You read what I tell you to read.
Yeah, Ariel.
You read the way I tell you to read.
Yeah, Ariel break down scriptures, and then everything. In the Sabbath class, we came up with the high priest Ariel, and he'd be teaching, and then he'll say, okay, break it down. And you break it down. But if you didn't say it the way he, no, say it the way I'm telling you to say it. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? No, brother. You got the point. But say it the way I'm telling you to say it.
Hey, you know what proved that? If you read Matthew, right? And if you read Mark, they're basically saying the same thing. But Matthew is saying it in Matthew's way. And Mark is saying it in Mark's way. Luke is saying it in Luke's way. Out of all the heaviest writers was John. John was Yahushua's favorite. For some reason, when you read that book of John, I mean, you know, Matthew, and the most books is Paul. John and Paul and John.
That's my favorite gospel.
Well, then John later came back and wrote Revelation. He's another heavy.
That's right.
So John had that gift, that particular gift for writing. Matthew was good, Mark was good, Luke was good, but John, man, John just does it, man.
Well, John, you can say, who in the pecking order, whatever, he was the second in command.
Second in command. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? He was the second in command, man, of the disciples.
And I got a question. You know me. The Apostle Paul, was he one of the 12? Show of hands. Our brothers are looking.
Oh, come on now. Every hand should be up. Every hand should be up. Not you brothers in the camp. Yes. Y'all should know.
What did you say?
Yes.
Was what?
1 and 12.
Okay, good. What did you say?
They casted a lot for
Okay, good. Okay. What do you say? Okay, good. What do you say? He was one of us. Okay, you're all wrong.
Yeah, I knew it. You were all wrong.
See, man, y'all got to shut up, man. They cuss lots what scripture is that?
You getting that guy
scripture, brother?
confused. You get that guy confused.
Hey, brother, Paul wasn't even there, man. Paul wasn't even there, man. At that time, when that scripture you talking about with the law, Paul didn't even come on the scene yet, man.
Paul wasn't even thought of, man.
Yeah, man.
What was Paul doing at that time? He was killing the